Want to talk about the Crime Coalition. They're announcing a formation involving business leaders and all that today. You're a part of that. What's the mission? What's the goal?
Well, the goal is going to be to get everybody. My goal for the group is I hope I can get everybody's eyes opened, like the Chamber of Commerce, the Committee of 100, every neighborhood group, everybody else, and that they will actually look for themselves and do for themselves and see what's causing or one of the causative factors of the crime that we're experiencing. And the main factor is, if you'll look, the majority of people that are arrested for murder, attempted murder, some kind of violent act, have a violent history in their past or illegal gun possessions in their past. They know it's against the law to carry guns, and they have them anyway. And they get by with it over and over and over. And the state legislature passes things like justice reinvestment, and everybody moves on to something else. And justice reinvestment has hurt us, and we're supposed to. Crime was supposed to come down because of all these rehabilitated folks. And we were supposed to have all of this money in the state that we could plow back into programs. Well, tell me where the money is and tell me if crime's gone down. And yet we're down there worrying about so many other things, which, we can do. They can do two things at once or three things at once or four. But they need to be looking at violent crime again, and they're not. And the same thing with Congress. When's the last time there was a comprehensive crime bill that really addressed the problems in Congress? And even at the local level, you see the local political bodies, they fuss and fight and talk about everything else but violent crime.
Mr. Steve, is there right now, you kind of touched on it a second ago, is there the political will to put and keep criminals in jail?
First thing you got to do is define criminals, and that's police officers. That's what everyone wants to, that's what Congress wants to label the criminal, is the police officer. And so that's what you got to define the criminal first, and it's not the police officer. That's the first step when you read the directions, is the police officers. And sure, we need to do some things differently, and reform is always good. Anytime you're changing, you got to change to get better. But somebody has got to wake up and start saying and holding our elected officials accountable for what they do every day as far as fighting crime and making the area safer.